Hey there. Today I am doing a little demonstration on a technique for packing. The way I like to pack is to have an ultralight bag, 16 pounds maximum. I'd like to aim more for the 10-pound mark if I can. And the way I have a theory of packing is that you can bring as much as you want as long as you hit that target with weight. So how do you know what you're going to get in your bag weight-wise unless you actually go ahead and weigh everything in your bag? And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show you how I go ahead and weigh my items going into my bag. First thing I want to show you is my scale. This is a scale from OXO and it's got nice big digits here, just a regular on-off scale, kitchen scale, and I use it for just about anything. So this is how I'm going to be weighing things today. I'm going to give you a couple of options of the ways I like to weigh things, and I have a couple of items that I'm going to show you. The thing is that when you are packing, you may have two things that are virtually the same. I have two lipsticks. These are virtually the same. I don't know which one I want to bring. They're both more or less the same color. They're both fine. So how do I pick which one? It's really easy when you have a scale to help you make decisions. I'm going to go ahead and weigh both of these, and that will tell me what I need to do, which one I should pack. So now I'm going to show you a couple of techniques for weighing things. It's a pretty simple idea, but there's some things I'd like to show you to make it a little easier to use this scale. This is just a typical kitchen scale from OXO. This will weigh things pretty simply. So I have these two lipsticks as an example, and I'm trying to decide which one to bring. So the first one, this is the one I typically like to bring. Putting it on the scale, 7/8 of an ounce, okay? This one seems vaguely lighter. Let's see if it is lighter. 3/8 of an ounce, okay. It may seem like 4/8 of an ounce is not a big deal, but when you think of the scheme of things, once you've packed a whole bag full of things, shaving off little tiny bits of weight like that where you can actually save you a lot of weight in the end. So let's say that I had a few things I wanted to weigh all together. A really good way to do that is that you just get a cup or a bowl or something like that, okay, a container. Now I don't want the weight of that container into my final measurement, so I hit 0. And what that does is it subtracts that weight from the total amount. So now when I put my lipstick in there, if it was rolling off and it was hard to deal with, I just put it in the cup. So there we go. I see that it's 7/8, and now I put this in, and I see it's the same, it's 3/8. So that's an easy way to measure things that it's a little. So you can also weigh clothes using a scale just in the same way. I have two shirts that I'm looking at right now. One is a long sleeve t-shirt, and one is a sweater. I need something as a nice layer underneath my clothes to keep me warm on my next trip. They look like this has to be a lot heavier. This is just a t-shirt. Of course this isn't going to be as heavy as a full sweater. This feels pretty heavy and warm. So I'm not sure though, and I want to scale them to see if I can figure out which one is better to take. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and weigh them on the scale. And this is a little bit unruly, of course. So I've zeroed out my scale. I'm ready to go ahead and weigh it. The way I like to do this is I will fold it in half, flip the arms in, fold it in half again, and then roll it like a sausage. Roll, roll, roll until it's a nice tight sausage, and then I can put it on top of my scale. Once it's on top of my scale, I can see that it's 6 ounces. So here's the scale, and it just sort of nicely sits on top of the scale, no problem. Now I go to my big sweater, which has to weigh an awful lot more. And how am I going to get this on top of the scale? That's the question. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Fold it in half, fold the arms in the back, fold it in half again lengthwise, and then roll, roll, roll into a tight sausage. And then to be able to get this onto the scale, I have a rubber band. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that around the top of my sweater so it stays all together. And then I'm going to weigh this. This comes in at, you wouldn't believe it, 7 ounces. It's only 1 ounce heavier than a t-shirt. The reason is that this is a cashmere sweater. It's super warm and super light. So now that I know what these weigh, I'm going to round up and call this, round down I suppose, and call this 7 ounces. I open up the neckline to the tag right there, and I've got my Sharpie, a nice trusty Sharpie, and I'm just going to go ahead and write 7 ounces. I just put a little 7 there onto the tag, like so. And so from now on, every time that I want to pack, I'll already know I don't have to go and reweigh this. And this is a new shirt that I just purchased. And I'm going to go ahead and write on the tag, except for there is no tag. So what do? I like to go to the collar where it's not going to show through and the ink won't bleed through. And I'm going to go ahead and write a little 6 at the top of the collar, just like that on the back. You can't see it through the fabric there, but I can see it here, and this is permanent marker, so it'll stay like that forever. I can also do that on my lipsticks if I want. I can just mark on the bottom if I want. So this one here was basically 1 ounce, so I can just put a 1 on the bottom there, so I remember next time that I go pack. I already have these things listed. I can keep track of them if I want to make a spreadsheet or something, but easy enough just to go into your closet and go, which of these do I want to bring? I'm not sure. Oh, hey, this is only 1 ounce more. It's much warmer. I'll take this one. So there you go. That's a little tutorial on how to use a scale from your kitchen to weigh all of your things to help pack your bag. This is the basis of all of my packing advice, so I highly recommend getting a kitchen scale and starting to weigh and keep track of all of the things that you like to take with you. Thanks for watching.